Yeah. Yeah.
On the morning of April 26, 2025, heavy rain swept across southwest Oklahoma, USA, causing major flooding that shut down several roads and created dangerous traffic conditions. Officials from the Lawton Fire Department reported that since 7 a.m., they had been conducting multiple water rescue operations, moving from one emergency to another. Residents were urged to avoid low-lying areas. Several major roads, including westbound I-44 near exit 41, were closed due to flooding. Videos and photos circulating on social media revealed the extent of the disaster, showing vehicles stranded and submerged in various parts of Lawton. Meanwhile, both directions of I-44 between Shish 49 near Medicine Park and US 62 in Lawton were also temporarily closed.
This intense atmospheric confrontation triggered a widespread outbreak of ferocious winds that swept through vast portions of northern and northwestern China.
Closed, but have since reopened. Additionally, eastbound and westbound lanes of Shish 7 between I-44 and Flower Mound Road in Lawton have reopened after being shut down due to high water levels.
Bore the brunt of the storm's wrath. Gusts in many areas reached force 12 on the Beaufort scale, equivalent to hurricane-strength winds. In Sanmenxia, Henan Province, wind speeds hit a staggering 47 meters per second.
That morning, the sounds of thunder, lightning, and small hail woke many residents. The heavy rainfall turned streets into rushing rivers, creating surreal scenes throughout the city.
Placing them at an extraordinary force 15, beyond the highest classification on the scale. Other national weather stations reported similar extremes, including Fuxian, Pinglu, Mianxi, and Zhenhua.
Reports indicated that up to 5 inches of rain fell within just 2 hours before 9 a.m. Tornado sirens blared across Lawton before 8 a.m. due to observed rotation near the Chattanooga area, although no tornado was confirmed within Lawton city limits.
Where wind speeds created life-threatening conditions. The winds left behind a path of destruction across both urban and rural areas.
The storm system was capable of producing tornadoes and widespread damaging straight-line winds, stretching from Faxon to east of Chattanooga. On social media, dramatic footage showed the roof of the Goodyear plant breached, allowing water to pour into the tire production area.
Trees were uprooted as if plucked from the ground, slamming onto cars, roads, and power lines. Rooftop structures were ripped apart, with metal panels and signage soaring through the air like missiles.
Vehicles were seen floating along South Sheridan Road and other areas of the city. Many roads, including Northwest 52nd Street and Rogers Lane, had to be closed due to dangerously deep water.
In many cities, electric scooters were toppled, and lightweight street furniture, such as tables, umbrellas, and signboards, were tossed into the streets. As the storm intensified, vast quantities of dust and sand were swept into the atmosphere. Turning the skies over several regions into a haunting shade of reddish-orange. Visibility plummeted, and the sun was reduced to a dim, ghostly disk behind a thick haze. Residents described the scene as apocalyptic, likening the atmosphere to a sci-fi movie or a world on the brink of collapse.
The Lawton Fire Department continued working tirelessly, responding to numerous vehicles trapped in floodwaters across city streets. Meanwhile, the Fort Sill Fire Department deployed a rescue boat to assist with evacuations at Timbers and Pecan Valley Apartments on Northwest 44th Street. As Wolf Creek overflowed its banks, flooding bridges and parks such as Fred Bentley Park. Interstate 44 near the Medicine Park exit was also temporarily closed when floodwaters from East Cache Creek breached its banks.
Emergency services across affected areas were overwhelmed by calls. Reports flooded in about collapsing structures, flying debris, damaged homes, and widespread power outages.
Although traffic has since resumed, authorities continue to monitor the situation closely and warn that closures may happen again if heavy rain persists. Other major road closures included Oklahoma 115 from Cache to the Mears Gates and Oklahoma 49 from Medicine Park to Oklahoma 54. Officials warn that more flooding is expected in the coming days, as gates at Lake Latonka and Lake Ellsworth have been opened 6 inches each to relieve pressure, potentially sending additional floodwaters south toward the Red River, impacting communities along its path.
The chaos disrupted daily life. Flights were grounded or delayed, traffic slowed to a crawl, and public safety warnings were issued non-stop. Road conditions became treacherous, especially for two-wheeled vehicles and pedestrians battling fierce gusts. Schools canceled outdoor classes, and many businesses shuttered early for safety. the storm began to ease in some central regions, though Henan and Shandong remained under high wind alerts into the night. Temperatures dropped sharply, adding to the discomfort and signaling the full force of the cold vortex's arrival. Meteorological authorities continue to issue urgent advisories, urging people to remain indoors, secure any loose outdoor items, and avoid all non-essential travel. Weather experts confirm that the cause of the storm was a powerful cold vortex. Interacting with seasonal warm air, a volatile combination that can generate violent windstorms. The storm also transported airborne particles over great distances, leading to the surreal sky colors and a thick layer of dust-coating streets, windows, and vehicles. Some regions reported a metallic taste in the air due to high particulate content. In the storm's wake, communities began assessing the damage. Streets were littered with tree limbs, broken glass, and scattered debris. Utility crews worked around the clock to restore power and clear roadways. In agricultural zones, early crop damage was reported, particularly in regions that had just begun spring planting. Beyond the physical destruction, this storm sent a sobering message. Nature's fury can arrive swiftly and without mercy. For many, the day began like any other. By nightfall, the world had changed. It was a harsh reminder of how fragile modern life remains in the face of intensifying climate conditions. Meteorologists and climate scientists now warn that such extreme weather events are likely to become more frequent and more severe. As global temperatures continue to rise, the atmosphere stores more energy, which can lead to stronger storms, erratic weather patterns, and more frequent environmental disruptions. The combination of urbanization, deforestation, and shifting jet streams only amplifies the risks. Governments and local authorities are being urged to enhance early warning systems, invest in climate-resilient infrastructure, and prioritize education about natural disaster preparedness. While storms like the one on April 30th cannot be prevented, their impact can be mitigated with better planning, faster emergency response, and stronger community awareness. Recovery will take time. Across the affected provinces, volunteers, utility workers, and emergency responders are working tirelessly to bring life back to normal. As the skies clear and winds calm, people are slowly emerging to rebuild. Patching roofs, replacing windows, and cleaning up streets and neighborhoods. For some, the emotional toll may last even longer than the physical repairs.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest developments.